Well, hello there, fire. How you guys doing? Feeling your embers right now as we're like finally getting through winter, huh? It's been a minute, right? Happy New Year. I haven't been around, been trying to like transform and expand from the crossroads that life brought me to, and that is still going, you know what I mean? Like, transformation takes time, and like I'm shifting, and there will be more content here at some point. um, but for now, I was really inspired to, like, this week do some readings. Like, I was really feeling it, and then when I tuned into like the cosmos and what's going on, I realized it's like good time to do it. Being that I really do prefer to read on the moon cycles, the new and the full moon. We are coming upon a full moon. That is a super moon in Virgo, with Mercury turning directly in spring forward, all in the same little party time weekend. So that's why I'm calling it Spring Forward Party. Um, I'm not trying to like make this a specific reading. I feel like the universe will sort of take the collective poll and figure out what it is the majority of you who will tune in here at any point will need to hear. So let's see what it brings out. You know what I mean? I did pre-poll shuffle this time because like it just takes a lot of time. And it causes like repetition in the reading. So I decided to go ahead and just pull ahead of time. Anybody who doesn't feel comfortable with that can just like click off. But for me, manipulation of the cards or anything of that effect is like akin to lying, and when being trusted as a channel, it's like the worst thing you can do, right? As far as just the role is concerned. So that won't happen with me. So we're just gonna go ahead and set these cards out. They have been pre-shuffled, pre-pulled. I haven't looked at them. We're just gonna see what they are together. Ooh, man. Ooh, fire. I'm getting some harshness here in the beginning so far. But we're working things out, it looks like. So, looks like there's been like some deceit, in your life that it's like the thief in the night, Seven of Swords energies, thief in the night. And so it's super important to like reflect on that energy, and you're having like some new beginnings because there has been like some loss and some spilled cups over these lies and this deceit in your reality, right? And so that's an inconsolable vibe, the Four of Cups. So you're like Ace of Wands, and also like I'm gonna be real, like that, the Ace of Wands is one of the most sexualized cards in the deck. It is and has a phallic reference with the passion and everything that it also represents, new beginnings, and the new beginnings that like the phallus can bring. Excuse me. So it looks like the lies and deceits within that passionate realm could have caused some of these spilled cups. But that Ace of Wands also represents the new beginnings that are happening within this like kind of rank soil, right? Of sadness and regret and lies and deceit and loss. We have that Ace of Wands kind of blooming from the center as well. So the next row is like the King of Swords, which can represent air energy, okay? Masculine air energy, or just the determination of the truth, okay? Because you've got the King and the Knight falling in the same row. So around the Nine of Pentacles, which is the blessed solitude. So it really feels like there is a move toward solitude, okay? Toward single. If you've been in relationships, perhaps, this is like cheating. There looks like there's maybe some cheating causing a bunch of drama and loss and all that. And it's really becoming evident to you, and you're acting upon it and conducting the kingdom as someone who is single. You are abandoning the process of the lies and the deceit and the under the table deals, and you're just like, it's just easier to conduct myself with and for myself, okay? And so you're sending the night out with this truth. And because, undercover here, under what's, the moon is next, and under the moon, you have Four of Cups and Four of Coins, right? So we're getting this Four of Cups all over the damn place. The Four of Cups is over here, the loss and regret, because underneath, inside, you're holding back how much this has affected you and how much loss you feel over the situation of having to let go of, this situation in the past and kind of become and go into solitude, right? It really wasn't like what you wanted is what I'm feeling, but it is what it is, right? And there's like a withholding, the moon, in the darkness, under the covers of it all, you're feeling, a bit of despair. You can only see what's spilled. You're not really able to see what's good about and what still is good. And so you're just kind of holding back. It feels like a little bit of depression maybe under the covers. But then there's Temperance, which is healing. I mean, directly after that feeling of depression that I'm feeling with that row, we get Temperance and the Emperor and the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is a victory card. The Emperor is taking control of that masculinity and the, and in the empire, in the overall, in your like ultimate reality, whether you're a man or a woman, we all have our masculine aspects and responsibilities into our reality. So you're really tempering whatever has happened. I feel like the lies and deceit have to do with the masculine aspect because it is the King of Swords that brings forth the Knight of Swords, not the Queen. So it feels like the King's going single. Perhaps he's responsible for some of the lies that are behind him, because you literally, the way they fell, let me show you this. The way they fell is like this. Okay, so see, the lies and the thief and the knight is behind the king. So it's like part of his past now. And as he looks forward, he's sort of holding back and expressing exactly how much he's hurt himself and others in the process, But there is healing. He is choosing to heal, and you will be victorious in this choice of Temperance to the Emperor to Six of Wands. You will be, victorious in your endeavors. Excuse me. So then beyond that, it's like, it's like you're ready. You see the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? You know that this time is the last time. Like, you're not doing this bullshit anymore. You're not gonna lie to yourself and to others. And, like, I don't know, I want to say inject sexuality into situations or lead with it. It seems to be that energy has been a source or within the lies, okay, with that Ace of Wands, with that Four of Cups, it just sort of, but also that you're really, really realizing a new beginning. So the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups, okay, so you're realizing that you're going to have to work. It's not going to be just like given to you in any way. That it's like you're climbing the mountain, and you're at the peak, and so it's like a really steep climb, and so you can't really see ahead of you. It just looks like rocks and, like rock, and you're like climbing up it. You can't even really look up it, right? It's so steep right now. But, lo and behold, there is the peak, and it comes, and it's right before you, and so the Eight of Pentacles is talking about your willingness to invest in that and climbing to the peak and making that journey to truly heal yourself from these past hurts and the things that have been in your past. So, the Ten of Cups exists below the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like you're willing to invest in your happiness, and the struggle that it may take to heal with Temperance behind the Nine of Wands, right? Because truly, it's like the last row is like your admittance. It's almost as if you've been Six of Coins, the devil, and Six of Cups. You have been, in the past, you have historically been exchanging with the devil, you know? And you may even at times feel like somewhat nostalgic about your experiences in that time. But, you know, inevitably there's the circle of where we end here and then where we began, which is the lies and the deceit. So that goes pretty well with the devil, because the devil talks about like addictions and chains and things that tie us. Okay, but it looks like you're willing to go into the past and work with it and really go into the sickness or the addiction that led you to where you are now and where you're like really ready to move on from. Your oracle cards are release and blessings. Wow. Okay, so autumn may have been, it's autumnal equinox. Autumn may have been a really pinnacle time in this whole process. And it's also encouraging you to release, especially now because we're reaching the opposite of the autumnal equinox, right? Where we're reaching the spring forward in the spring equinox, and blessings, you know, by releasing you will then welcome the blessings. Okay, grounding and visualization. So you have to be able to ground in what it is that you desire. You have to be able to visualize what it all looks like. And like, you know, just like when you make a plan to go like on a long trip or whatever, and you like, we're going to drive 150 miles, then we're going to stop here and we're going to eat, and then we're going to get gas at 300 miles, and then we're going to do this and stop at this site and blah, 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 and then we're going to get to the hotel by 7, and you make this whole freaking plan. I mean, it doesn't happen that way, but then you have itemized, you know, your points of interest or whatever, and I think it's really important for you to do that and itemize your points of interest as you heal from all of this. Okay. Real quick, bottom of the deck, winter solstice. So it's funny, we got autumnal equinox and winter solstice, release and reflection. So you may have spent the winter in reflection, okay, spending time with family and the people closest to you. The family card popped. The 3 tarot that are the underlying energies are the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the Ace of Swords, okay? So the 7 of Wands taking a stand, man, for the truth and communicating that. And I think that's where you're at. You know, that's where this healing comes in. But it's really time to face the Ace of Swords, the truth, you know, cut out which isn't necessary, the illusion, and everything, and take a stand, and communicate that, you know, you have grown and healed and no longer operate however it was you operated in the past that caused this pain and this cycle to exist in your life. Wow, congratulations, fire. You are making a transition. It's time if you choose it to be, right? Whew. Wow, I wish you guys all a lot of luck. And remember, like, this is for the self, you know? And we can never know how this can ripple into the future when we choose to heal. And it can't be for another person. It has to be for you, or it won't be successful. So love yourself, heal yourself, and believe that you can level up no matter how old you are, young you are, what the situation has been. It looks like your choices to heal and mature into the Emperor victoriously are really going to assist you in this like strength that you're going to need to struggle and invest in your own true fulfillment and happiness. Okay, sacrifices are going to be definitely necessary with that Eight of Pentacles as well, so be prepared. You know, it may not be exactly what you envision, like I said, but visualize anyway. Figure it out. What is in your realm, you know, right now? Be the magician. It didn't pop, but I'm feeling that in a little bit of a way, like it would next time or something. So anyway, fire, thank you so much for joining me here. I don't know when I'll be back. Could be next week and it could be next year. But I am working on changes, and when I am back, it may not be a reading, and it may, who knows, but I am working on some different content as well. So anyhow, happy spring forward, guys. Looks like you're prepared here to really take it forward. So yeah, buddy. Okay, we'll see you soon. Thanks for being here. Bye.